welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be about why weighing yourself on scales isn't the best measure of progress when you're trying to lose weight or even gain weight. I'm going to talk a little bit about the best ways to measure your progress and why maybe you should even consider ditching the scales and not using them all the time. I feel like this is a very important video. I have been a coach for 6 years now, and this is something that I have to explain to every single client of mine. So I thought it clearly is a problem for a lot of women, I feel, more than men, and it's something that needs to be spoken about, and I wanted to make this video for my clients to watch as well. So if you are one of my clients watching this, I've probably already explained a little bit of this to you, but it's really, really important that you take this information in and remember this, because it is so important to your health and fitness journey and your life. And obviously we've been conditioned and brainwashed to believe that scales and weight and are everything and should be a measure of progress, especially by companies like Weight Watchers and Slimming World, but it's really not. So if you do enjoy this video, please do give it a like, and if you're not subscribed already, please click that subscribe button. It's just below the video. I appreciate all of your support, and I really would love to get to 10,000 subscribers. I have reached 10,000 followers on Instagram, so do go and give me a follow over there if you're not following me already. And if you've got any questions about this video along the way, just pop a comment below. So I'm just going to talk about why scales should not be the measure of progress, and then we're going to go on at the end to just give you some other ways to measure progress. So the first question I want you to ask yourself is, do you want to lose weight, or do you want to lose body fat, and do you want to look more toned and muscly? My guess is your answer to the question is the second option. You want to lose body fat and you want to look more toned and fit and healthy and lean. So this is where it comes in with weight, because weight is a vague term, because when you get on a scale, that scale cannot determine the difference between muscle and fat and water and all the other things as well, like whether you've been to the toilet or not, all of these sort of things. So as a scale can't determine that, if you're going to jump on a scale, how do you know if you've lost body fat or you've lost muscle? How do you know if you've gained fat or gained muscle if the weight goes up? You don't know, and a scale cannot tell you that. All the scale tells you is how much you physically weigh, just everything. Your water weight, your hair, your boobs, your bum, like everything, your bones. It's just the weight of you, but it doesn't actually tell you how much body fat you've got and how much muscle mass you got. So we're going to take an example of someone who is a bodybuilder. Now he has 10% body fat, so he's very lean, muscly, ripped guy, right? A big guy. He jumps on the scales. It actually says that he's clinically obese according to his weight. Then we've got another girl who has got no muscle mass, is overweight, holds a lot of body fat, and she weighs less than him. But you look at the two people, this guy's got 10% body fat, she's got 30%, but she comes out at a healthy weight and he comes out obese. This is because the weight cannot measure the difference between muscle and fat. And this is where BMIs are really, really bad measures of health, and I would never ever advise using BMI as a measure of your health, because someone like Anthony Joshua, let's say, if he jumps on the scale, will probably come out obese, and obviously he is not obese. So muscle is denser than fat. So what that means is if we've got the same weight of fat here and the same weight in muscle here, the muscle is going to be a lot smaller, the fat's going to be bigger. So fat takes up more space in your body, muscle takes up less space, but it's more dense. Why is this important? Well, let's just say I'm going to start my health and fitness journey and I want to lose 2 kg of fat, not muscle. So I start going to the gym and lifting weights and I start gaining muscle. So I jump on the scale and let's just make a number up, I'm 60 kg. And then the following week I jump on the scale and it still says 60 kg, but I don't understand because I've got smaller. But the reason is because I could have lost body fat and gained muscle. So then I jump on the scale and I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a failure. I haven't lost any body fat. I've been training really hard and eating well and there's no change on the scale. Well, the reason there's no change is because I could have gained muscle and lost body fat, so I would actually be getting smaller. And I'm actually going to use one of my clients as an example for this because she's a recent client of mine. I'm going to show you her weight loss while she was with me. Okay, so I'm going to pop it on the screen here. So you can see she actually didn't lose a lot of weight in those, I think it was about 8 weeks we worked together. Now look at her size. So I can't share her photos because she hasn't given me permission, but these are her measurements. So she lost, I'm going to pop it on the screen, but it's about 21 centimetres off her body. Now the reason that she didn't lose much weight is because she was training really, really hard, lifting weights, then she gained muscle. So she obviously, her weight couldn't change that much, but she lost a lot of body fat, so she's got smaller, her boobs have gone down 3 cup size, she's dropped 2 dress sizes, and this is why it's so important to not let weight determine your measure of health. Another thing to take into consideration as well is how much water you're holding. If it's the hot weather, we tend to hold more water, so therefore your scale weight will go up. Time of the month, again, bloating, holding more water, scale weight can go up by up to 6 pounds when you're due on your period and on your period. And then things like salt, if you've been out for a meal the night before, then you're going to have more salt in your food, again causes you to hold water, so the scale weight's going to go up. So again, you'll jump on the scale, you don't see any changes, you could even see an increase, but it's not because you've not lost body fat, it's because it's the time of the month, you've been out for a meal, you're holding water, you haven't been to the toilet, and then you're going to go, oh my god, I might as well give up. And some people actually will, they'll jump on the scale and say, I've had clients say, oh my god, Chloe, I've put on 2 pounds this week, what a waste of my time, why haven't I lost any weight? Okay, well, maybe it's because it's the time of your month, or you've been out for a meal, or you haven't been to the toilet, or you're weighing at a different time of day. Like, there's so many factors that it could be. And this is why it's so important that you don't just weigh yourself. So we're going to talk about what you could do instead, or you could do it alongside weighing yourself. So body measurements are perfect. Grab a tape measure. Any scars or moles you've got, measure in the same point. So I suggest doing your arms, your waist at your belly button, your hips, which is the widest part of your bum, and then your thighs. Measure them every single week. Keep track of that. Another one is photos. Front, side, back, sports bra and pants, bikini, anything like that. Really, really, really important because you can see the physical changes, and that is way more important. I mean, you've come to me as a client, or if you're not my client and you're just watching this in general, you are watching this video because you want to change your body, right? You want to look different. So why are you so focused on a scale weight? Why don't you just go by photos? Because that is the most important thing. Photos is the most important thing because it's what you look like that you care about. That's why you're on this journey. And you want to also drop dress sizes. So why not just go by the fact that if you're starting at a size 14, just aim for the size 12. You don't need to be focusing on the weight so much. It's just using the photos and measurements as a measure of progress rather than just the weight. It is good, and I do get all my clients to weigh in. However, it shouldn't be the only measure of progress, and these are all the reasons why. And again, with bloating and time of the month, I'd suggest not doing your photos and measurements because you'll obviously be a bit bloated. But you could, I've had clients where their weight has not moved in a week or it's gone up, but then they've got the tape measure out and they've lost 3 centimetres off their waist. So work that one out. I mean, it's because they're training hard, maybe they're holding a bit more water so the scale weight doesn't show that. They had a big meal the night before, they've not digested their food properly. There's so many variables, and that is why body measurements and photos are so important. Another thing that people forget as well is just how you feel. It should be a journey on how you feel about yourself, how you feel energy-wise, clear-headed, less brain fog, waking up in the morning more easily, sleeping better. All of these benefits that we forget about, and we're just so focused on a number, and who really cares? I personally don't own scales. I haven't owned scales since I was 16 and I'm 30. I don't think they're an important measure of my progress. I know when I've gained weight, like you can feel it, you feel your clothes are a bit tighter, then you eat a bit less and your clothes feel normal again. So you don't need to have a measure just as a number. And also over the years I've gained so much muscle. I've been weight training now for 8 years. It's doesn't matter what my weight is, and there's no point me even sharing it with you because my muscle mass is quite high. So that's my main point of today, and I really hope this message sticks in. If you've got any more questions or you want me to elaborate more on any of these points, please comment below. I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to get straight to the point and yeah, make this really clear because it's such a important topic. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button just below. All of my coaching information is linked below, and I've got my online application form if you want to be online coached by me. If you did enjoy this video, I would suggest maybe going and have a watch of these other 2 videos which I'm going to pop just here, which will definitely help you on your fitness journey. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!